See this? Yep, I admit it. I have video game rage. Not very proud of it, but I understand it. And I figured maybe I'd let you know on what my thought processes are on the whole thing. When a game, to me, I believe a game is being too unfair, or if someone online is being like a real douchebag, not even playing by the rules and just tripping me up over and over and over again. It's like not obviously the first time, it's just it happens over and over and over again. You know how games are. Sometimes you work so hard to get to a certain point and it doesn't give you a save point or something, and something stupid kills you. I tend to yell and curse and smash controllers, and this was my favorite one too. Oh well. But like I said, with this whole Understanding Evolution series, I'm hoping to maybe get people talking and thinking. I'm not professionally educated on most of these topics. Most of what I've gotten off of YouTube videos, but it's the grand majority of multiple different sources agreeing on the exact same thing with reality facts. That's where I'm going to tend to follow theories based on facts rather than hypotheses based on faith in every argument. Well, every argument that I'm aware that one of the answers could be based on faith. So, my video game rage, I have scared several girlfriends and family members with how much rage I can display. I have never hit any of them. I've never, well, maybe my brother, but brothers hit each other. I've never hit any of my family members other than possibly my brother. I've never hit any of my girlfriends, and all my girlfriends can testify to that. Most of them are really good friends with me to this day. But I have been known to smash many a game controller. I understand the anger and the screaming and the breaking of things does not solve any problems, does not punish the characters in the game, it does not punish the inanimate object that is the controller, or sometimes I would have a little binder next to me, like a big binder, like one of those big school binders, 2-inch, and I would have full of paper just so I could smash my fist down on it, and it wouldn't hurt me, because I would end up, I kicked the side of a chair once, and almost broke my foot. Anyway, the point, understanding of the evolution of this, I know it doesn't do anything, it doesn't solve any problems, but, and often causes more, unless I know how to control it in a way that I don't hurt myself in doing it, or break important things while doing it. And I obviously know how to control myself so I don't hit people or animals, but my inner monkey needs to react to the anger that I'm feeling at that moment. My inner monkey is, you know, we're all animals, we're all come from the same family line, all the way from the first cells that, from the first atoms that decided to get together. And just part of the evolved emotion behind that is that if something pissed you off in the wild, you would attack it and kill it and have something to eat. And as a benefit, you'd have a little bit more strength, keep the other animals around you would fear you a little more, you'd be more known as more powerful, and more organisms of your type will want to surround themselves around you because you're the successful one, and that type of thing. It's not that the evolution thought of all of that. It just, small increments. The animals with the genetic makeup to react quickly and angrily to a lot of outside stimuli would survive longer than those that didn't, because the other ones that didn't would end up being killed by the ones that did. And so that's also another reason why we have developed our higher brain. so that we can override the instinct that can cripple us. Because instincts come in good and bad, just like science comes in good and bad, religious people come in good and bad, and people come in good and bad, everything. And good and bad is only reference to living creatures that don't want to feel pain, really. Pain or annoyance or those type of negative feelings. But that's pretty much all it is. I continue to allow myself to scream and sometimes hit something because I know it doesn't solve anything, but it satisfies a little thing in me. It releases. It, like, you know, some people say releasing of power or is the strongest medicine, is the best medicine. I can't remember the exact words. It's in the beginning, it's in one of my favorite Pantera songs. But the releasing of anger, yeah, can be a better medicine than anything else, or something like that. I don't remember. But for some people that is true, and some people that isn't true. Sometimes you do have to rein yourself in, and I am understanding that too. I'm trying to rein myself in, but like any addictive behavior, you fall back into it because it's comfortable. But otherwise, when I do it, I don't mean any harm to any people. I'm just frustrated on the inside and need to get it out on the outside. Since in person, I'm a very subdued character. I don't talk a lot. I don't make a lot of eye contact. Because of being bullied in school, I'm terrified of making contact with new people because I already automatically have the feeling that whoever it is, they don't want me around. That's just how it automatically feels. I'm trying to have to work on that myself, but it's just that's how I approach the world, and that's why I can never make any friends on my own and have to rely on other people to make friends for me. Except on the internet, because there's no fear of being attacked by whatever bully may be hanging around. You draw big women, and the big women that look like the woman that you draw feel beautiful because they realize other people find them beautiful too, and in this world where everyone tells them that they're not. Which, again, that's just part of my mental thought process. The automatic, what I've learned, my learned instincts, because that's also part of our brilliant design, is that our DNA has designed these storage areas for us to learn about our environment and interact with it, so that we don't have to rely so much on instinct. Because often instinct impedes progress. But that's the thing, not all instinct impedes progress. That's what the religious people have to get straight here, have to correct in themselves. They have to realize that there's nothing that's definite rule, positive or negative. There are always situations where one rule does not fit. And it's not arbitrary situations like they want to make you think that we think they are. Now, getting back to the evolution of video game rage, the inner monkey, the ape, the dog, the coelacanth, that reacted with violent anger towards any agitation, was the one who came out on top in the situations in the wild, where before complicated language and consent and all that type of stuff, before all that even existed. And so yeah, it's just me trying to survive. Trying to be angry. I just release it, because if I don't, I may become bottled up and I might take it out more on people, which I don't believe I could, but I don't want to, so I don't want to take the chance. So I allow myself to scream and yell and rage and terrify the people around me when I do it. I wish I had the power inside this body that these people think that my rage inspires, as much as the fear is inspired in them. So anyway, and I still allow myself to release it because it releases that tension. It lets me relax a little bit. But they do say that aggressive behavior just behooves aggressive behavior, so I don't want to fall into that trap either. So that's why, with my higher developed brain that is meant to say, hey, instinct, stop here, I have to take over. I can tell my inner monkey that I don't need to release it. I can to stop doing that, so that I can create a habit of not doing it. Because I heard somewhere, it was probably Oprah, so who knows what like ages ago, when my mom or my girlfriends were watching it or something while I was eating lunch or something before work. Hey, I have to admit, one or two of those episodes of the show have been pretty good. Anyway, how she attacks pedophiles, I love that. I think I saw it on Oprah that it takes roughly 21, 22, 23 days of doing something every day to create a habit, to create a pattern in your brain to keep repeating. I guess that's an average between people, and everybody knows averages jump from high to low numbers between all people. The average is usually not even the number that most people go to or have equated to. But yeah, the average time it takes for someone to create a habit is roughly 21 days of doing the same thing every day. So that source said. So if I could go 21 days without screaming and raging at my video games, I might be able to break out of doing that forever. That's the concept anyway. Whether I can commit to that and follow through, that's another question. So that's my dilemma here. Do I release it, allow myself to relax the tension, or tell myself not to and possibly bottle myself up to be a little more aggressively negative to the people around me? And as it is, I'm already negative enough. In a way, I try not. It's not negativity to what I do. I try to be funny. I try to make fun of things in the way that me and my brother would always make fun of things, and that way we would laugh at things. And it's usually making fun of the things that are actually blatantly stupid, like, you know, the pomp hairstyle that girls have these days. How blatantly stupid that looks. And yet people still do it to this day. I've seen girls still wearing that hairstyle. It's not cute, it's not beautiful, it's plainly ugly. But anyway, that's a totally different topic. Video game rage. Watch yourselves. I'm going to try to do it. Don't let this happen to you. I can show you probably at least 10 more controllers, victims of my video game rage. Do not abuse your controllers. They are your friends. It's the programmers. Go to the programmers and beat them up. No, don't do that. Don't say I did that, tell you to do that, because that's not what you should do. I have not done that. I will not do that. But yes, watch yourselves. Try to control it. You are monkeys, but you have a higher brain to tell your inner monkey to stop every once in a while. So use that higher brain to try to control yourself. I'm going to try to do that myself. Try to do it 21, 22 days in a row. See if that causes a habit in you to break out of being violent to your controllers. And we'll see what happens.